How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I ranked all 30 Color Storm Team Affinity players, so let's go ahead and get into it. And there is a collection to go along with this. It doesn't feature a player, but it will feature a voucher for the next Legends and Flashback collection, and then we also have a Chase Pack 5, which has Randy Johnson in it, so his card is going to drop down. So as we get into these rankings, I had to put some cards at the back end of this list. I think a lot of these players that I have at the end are more like DHs. I think they would be best played on all-star difficulty. Like, for example, that Colton Cowser, I think, could play, anywhere in the outfield. But his attributes just aren't maybe as good as some of these other cards. If you parallel them up, then obviously all these cards are 91, 92 overalls. They're still really good. But we had to put some guys here at the back end of the list, right? This JT Realmuto, Keibert Ruiz, both pretty good catchers. I'm using Yasmani Grandal right now, and I think Yasmani Grandal is better than both of them, but JT Realmuto has some speed. This Jung-Ho Lee does have a really nice swing, doesn't have the best attributes, best power, but he does have a really quick swing. Some of these cards, I would say, are better on certain difficulties. Like Luis Gil is great, but his stamina is kind of low. He can really only pitch like 5 or 6 innings before he's tired, maybe even less, depending on the opponent that you're playing. This guy doesn't have outlier in Brian Abreu, but still really good with 114, 118 hits in clutch, but not bad. Brian Wu has a good pitch mix, but this Michael Wacha has a good pitch mix. Kind of just put some of these pitchers in the middle of the pack here. I think there's a couple better lefties as we move up on the list, but some of the position players that I have on the top of this list, you might not necessarily agree with. Like, I have some of these guys with lower power, but higher contact. I mean, we got a switch hitter, we got a lefty. Those guys will play pretty well on defense. I think they're usable on all difficulties. They're just lacking in the power side of things, but they're not just a DH. I think that, having good fielding, good speed out there really does make a difference. You can save a lot of runs. You can use those cards in different spots. Having secondary positions, I think, helps a little bit, adds a little bit of value. But we got Nick Lodolo and Jared Jones in the top 10. We got Royce Lewis. This card does have a little bit lower power versus lefties, but really solid all-around card. Not the fastest player, but other than that, 4-tool type of guy. We got Ezekiel Tovar. I think this card's really, really good. It's one of the first ones I'm going to go after just because I'm using Francisco Lindor with maxed out defense. I think having defense at shortstop or having a guy like Javier Baez on your bench or maybe even starting them and then moving them throughout the game is valuable. But Ben Joyce, to me, is one guy that you're going to want to use all the time. So that's why he kind of takes the #1 spot for me. But that's really going to do it for this video. I'm going to try to get a couple of these cards unlocked. Until next time, peace out.